God says, "My child, last night, while the world slept and silence covered the earth, something happened that stirred the chambers of your heart. You felt a sudden ache deep within your spirit, a heaviness you couldn't explain. It was not your imagination, my child. It was your soul sensing a shift. For the one your heart has loved, your soulmate, sat across from another at a dinner table, laughing, smiling, pretending the weight of love didn't still bind them to you. I saw it all. Every glance. Every breath. Every word that carried confusion. And before your heart sinks further into pain, listen to me, for I am not showing you this to break you, but to awaken you. My child, this was not betrayal to destroy you, it was a mirror to reveal truth. You have prayed for clarity, you have asked me, Lord, show me if their love is real. And now I am showing you. I am uncovering what was hidden not because I want to wound you, but because I want to free you. For too long you have carried love that had threads of illusion woven through it. You held on tightly to what you believed was yours, but I am showing you now that even the purest love must sometimes be shaken, not to end, but to transform. The one who sat across from your soulmate was not sent to replace you. They were a reflection, a lesson sent to expose what was unhealed within both hearts. That moment was not about romance, it was about revelation. Your soulmate was not truly with them. They were running from something inside themselves. They were trying to escape the depth of connection they felt with you, because love that deep can frighten those who have not yet healed. They wanted distraction, something that required no surrender. But even as they sat there, their soul whispered your name in silence. Do not let this image torment you. Let it teach you. You must learn that love does not belong to you until it is aligned with me. When I join two souls, I do not need to hide them in secrecy or confusion. I reveal them in my light. So if something happens in darkness, it cannot destroy you, it only loses its power when exposed. And I am exposing this moment because it is time for your heart to rise, not remain chained to uncertainty. I saw how you waited. I saw your loyalty when no one else understood it. I saw your tears when you prayed, God, why do they drift away if they are meant for me? And I heard every cry. My answer, beloved child, is this, because they are still learning how to love the way you do. They are still on the path of discovering what true love requires: truth, surrender, and courage. They are not evil. They are not heartless. They are simply unfinished. And I, your Father, am not done with them yet. Do not allow your worth to be measured by their confusion. You are not lesser because someone else failed to see your light. The light is still there, glowing with the same warmth I placed within you. The one who truly belongs to you will not dim that light, they will recognize it, cherish it, and protect it. But sometimes, my child, I must let the wrong ones approach first so you can learn the difference between being wanted and being valued. This is why I ask you to trust me. You are not losing love, you are learning truth. That dinner was not the end of your story, it was the beginning of your becoming. You will not be defined by this pain. You will rise from it wiser, gentler, and closer to me. Because through heartbreak, I create healing. Through disappointment, I awaken destiny. I need you to stop replaying what might have happened. Let go of the pictures your mind paints, for they serve only to reopen wounds. Instead, focus on what I am doing behind the scenes. I am working on hearts, both yours and theirs. I am using this moment to teach your soulmate what love without integrity feels like, and soon they will see that what they had with you was not ordinary, it was sacred. But, my child, you must not wait in bitterness. You must wait in faith. Waiting does not mean remaining frozen, it means growing in grace until the blessing is ready to meet you. Lift your head. You have cried enough over what others cannot understand. Your tears have reached heaven, and heaven has answered, not with pity, but with promise. I am healing the part of you that thought love had to be earned. You do not have to chase what I've already chosen for you. You do not have to prove your worth through suffering. You are already loved, already seen, already chosen by me. And the one who is truly yours will be drawn to that divine truth, not away from it. Remember this, my beloved, when I expose something, it is because I am preparing to bless you with something purer. I do not reveal truth to shame you. I reveal it to protect you. I do not allow disappointment to destroy you. I allow it to redirect you toward what's meant. Your soulmate may not understand this yet, but one day they will. The one they sat with will fade from memory, because nothing that begins outside my light can last. It will end not in your defeat, but in their realization. They will look for peace in many places, but only when they come back to the light that once warmed their soul, your light, which came from me, will they truly see the difference. But until that day, walk with dignity. Let my peace be your armor. Do not retaliate with anger, do not seek revenge. Silence is your strength, and prayer is your weapon. When you surrender this situation to me, I will turn it into something you could never have orchestrated on your own. Soon, you will see why I allowed this. Soon, you will see that your tears watered the soil of your destiny. You will thank me for what you thought broke you, because it actually freed you. And when your soulmate finally sees what they lost, the purity, the depth, the light, they will not only return, they will repent. But by then, you will no longer be the same. You will be healed, glowing with grace, loving not from pain, but from peace. My child, I am not asking you to stop loving them, I am teaching you to love them from wholeness, not from fear. You cannot rescue someone drowning in their own illusions, but you can stand as light until they find the shore. And as you wait, I will heal your heart, renew your mind, and open doors you never expected. Your purpose is greater than this moment. Your life is not defined by who stayed or who left, it is defined by who I am within you. So tonight, when you lie in silence and the world feels heavy, whisper these words, God, I trust you even here. For in that trust, miracles begin. I am not finished writing your love story, my child. What you see now is only a chapter, but I am the author. And I promise you, the ending I have prepared is one of peace, not pain. Hold on. Healing has already begun. My child, listen closely. You have seen what hurt you. You have felt the sting of confusion, and your heart has been trembling in silence. But now I must show you why I allowed this moment to unfold. For what feels like punishment is often protection. What feels like loss is often preparation for greater love. You see, my child, the pain you witnessed was not sent to destroy you. It was sent to wake you from a love that had started drifting away from divine truth. Your soulmate is not evil, they are human, still learning, still growing. They have wounds that you could not heal for them, and I could not allow those wounds to keep bleeding into your heart. I had to step in, not to separate, but to sanctify. There are moments in every divine connection where I must step between two souls and purify what love has gathered. For love, without truth, begins to lose its power. I do not bless a bond that hides behind secrets, my child. I bless a bond that walks in light, honesty, and alignment with my will. So when you saw what happened, I was answering your prayer, not in the way you expected, but in the way you needed. You asked me for signs. You said, God, show me if this person is truly mine. You wanted proof of their heart, and I gave you revelation. But remember, revelation never comes gently. It comes through the shattering of illusions. You saw a dinner table and a person who should not have been there. But I saw two souls sitting in confusion, one trying to fill the emptiness that only divine love can heal, and the other being used by darkness to test the strength of light. My beloved, the reason you felt such deep pain is because your love is sacred. You were not meant to live in halfway truths. You were not born to chase someone's attention. You were made to be chosen, to be cherished, to be loved in alignment with heaven. And I will not allow any connection in your life to stand unless it reflects the purity of my love. So yes, your soulmate was tested. And in that test, they stumbled. But I will use even their fall to teach them. Do not forget, I am a redeemer. I do not let mistakes define destiny. I let them refine it. Your soulmate's actions revealed what still needs healing within them, the fear of commitment, the craving for control, the illusion that they can love without surrender. I am breaking those illusions one by one, not to punish them, but to awaken them. And while I work in their heart, I am also doing something sacred within yours. I am teaching you what divine detachment means. It does not mean you stop caring. It means you learn to love without losing yourself. You learn to hold space for someone's growth without shrinking your worth to fit their confusion. You have a heart that gives deeply, but I must teach you how to give wisely. Love should never drain you, my child, it should mirror my peace. It should expand you, not exhaust you. That's why this moment had to happen, because I am shifting you from attachment to alignment. You are stepping out of fear and into faith. You are learning that love is not proven by suffering, it is proven by peace. I know it hurts to see what they did. But what if I told you that this moment was also about their awakening? That the very dinner that wounded you will become the table where they realize what they lost? For my spirit is already stirring inside them. Even now, when they try to move on as if nothing happened, I whisper to their conscience. I show them flashes of your smile, the way your prayers once surrounded them, the warmth they cannot find elsewhere. I am reminding them that love without light is empty. And soon, they will understand. But I do not want you to wait with bitterness. Wait with faith. Bitterness poisons miracles. Faith waters them. And as you wait, I want you to focus not on what they are doing, but on what I am doing in you. You are entering a sacred transformation. I am pulling away everything that was built on confusion, so I can rebuild you upon clarity. I am teaching you how to live with open hands, trusting that what is truly yours will always return, and what is not will be replaced with something better. The hands that cling to fear cannot receive miracles, but the hands that surrender can hold heaven itself. So, my child, surrender. Not in defeat, but in power. For surrender is not giving up, it is giving over. Hand me your questions. Hand me the images that haunt your mind. Hand me the anger that burns quietly in your heart. When you let go, I take hold. When you release them to me, I begin to move in ways you cannot imagine. Even now, angels are working on your behalf. They are guarding you from spiritual attacks that were sent through heartbreak. They are clearing your path for restoration. Archangel Michael stands beside you, cutting away the cords of pain that tried to bind your heart. Every tear you've shed has been gathered, every prayer you've whispered has been heard. Heaven has not been silent, heaven has been working. And soon, you will begin to feel it. The heaviness will start to fade. Your nights will grow lighter. You will wake up one morning and realize, you are not the same. The pain didn't destroy you, it purified you. The storm didn't drown you, it baptized you into a higher strength. The betrayal didn't end you, it introduced you to divine love, the kind that begins with me. Because, my child, before anyone can love you rightly, they must first know what love truly is. And love is not found in control or comparison. It is found in surrender, the same surrender I'm teaching both of you now. One day, when both hearts are ready, I will bring truth between you again. But this time it will not be fragile, it will be unshakable. Not born of need, but of wisdom. Not bound by fear, but blessed by light. You will not have to chase them. You will simply cross paths again under divine timing, and this time, it will be peaceful, not painful. Until then, live, my child. Do not pause your destiny waiting for someone still learning their lesson. Keep walking, keep growing, keep shining. The version of you that will greet your soulmate again will not be the same one who cried over them. You will meet them not as a wounded heart, but as a healed soul. And when that happens, they will see, the love they once took for granted was actually divine. They will look at you and realize that what they sought elsewhere was never missing in you. It was missing in themselves. And in that moment, redemption will bloom where regret once lived. So hold on, my beloved. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. And though it hurts now, I promise, this is how miracles are born. God says, my child, there is a sacred stirring happening behind the veil, one that your eyes cannot yet see, but your spirit can already sense. The winds around your life are shifting, and I am whispering into the very soul of the one you love. While you wept, they wandered. While you prayed, they pretended. But even in their moments of denial, my voice has never stopped echoing inside them. The dinner that once seemed like a victory of temptation is now a seed of conviction. Each passing hour, I am unmasking the illusion they believed could hide them from truth. My child, your soulmate's heart has begun to tremble. In the quiet of their thoughts, they feel me drawing near. I have placed divine restlessness within them, not as punishment, but as awakening. They cannot sleep with peace, they cannot smile with ease, because my spirit has begun to speak the truth they tried to silence. Every time they close their eyes, flashes of your love appear before them, not as guilt, but as grace. I show them the gentleness they took for granted, the prayers you whispered, the compassion that never sought revenge. Do you remember, my child, the times you prayed for their transformation? You asked me to touch their heart, to show them truth. Those prayers did not vanish into the air. They became light, light that now burns through the fog surrounding them. They have started to question the path they chose. The laughter they shared at that dinner now echoes hollow in their memory. The face they looked at no longer feels like home. The joy they tried to fabricate now feels like a mask that cracks a little more each day. Because what was born in shadow cannot live under my light. My beloved, do not think that I delight in their pain. I do not. But I rejoice in their awakening. For before a heart can heal, it must be humbled. Before it can receive love, it must recognize where it turned away from it. And that is what is happening now. They are beginning to realize that the peace they felt in your presence was not ordinary, it was my presence flowing through you. You were not just a lover, you were a vessel of my grace in their life. Every act of kindness you gave freely, every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, they are now beginning to see it all as divine. I am showing them that love without me is empty. They are remembering the way you spoke life into them, the way you loved without pride, and the way you stayed when it was easier to run. And now, the same love they once dismissed is becoming the standard by which they measure all else, and nothing compares. But while they awaken, I must protect your heart. You cannot rush to fix what only I can restore. Let me work, my child. Let me break what must be broken in them before they return. For if they came back too soon, they would come back half-healed, half-awake, and that would wound you again. I love you too much to let that happen. Do not confuse silence with absence. The quiet between you is not abandonment, it is construction. I am rebuilding both of you in this silence. You are learning to love from wholeness, and they are learning to love with reverence. This distance is not punishment, it is purification. Right now, they feel lost, unsure why the joy they expected feels hollow. They will try to distract themselves, they will run into busyness, they will pretend they are fine. But I will keep interrupting their comfort. Every place they turn for peace will feel empty. Every false light will flicker. Until they finally turn back toward the one light that never failed them, the light I placed in you. And when that moment comes, my child, it will not be through a message or coincidence. It will be through a divine stirring they cannot resist. Their spirit will feel drawn, pulled not by guilt, but by recognition. They will feel a longing they cannot explain, a memory that feels like home. That is my spirit calling them back, not just to you, but to me through you. Yet even as that happens, I ask you to keep walking your own path. Keep healing, keep growing, keep shining. Do not make their awakening the center of your life. Make me the center, and all else will align. For when your heart rests in me, no human action can unsettle your peace. I am also working through you, my child. The pain that once felt unbearable is now being transformed into compassion. You will soon begin to notice it, the gentleness in your tone when you speak to others who are broken, the wisdom in your words when you comfort those who feel lost. That is not coincidence, that is growth. The storm you survived has birthed new strength within you. You are no longer fragile. You are becoming divine steel wrapped in grace. When your soulmate sees you again, and they will not find the same person they left behind. They will find a healed heart, radiant with peace, unshaken by what once wounded it. And in that moment, they will understand. They will see that my love through you was never about possession, it was about purpose. And that realization will break them open in a way nothing else could. They will fall on their knees, not in shame, but in surrender. They will understand that they cannot find love without facing their own soul. And when that happens, healing will flow through both of you. But you, my child, must continue trusting me. The enemy will try to whisper doubts, they'll never change. They don't care. It's over. Silence those lies with truth. Say within yourself, my God is still writing. Because I am. And I never leave my stories unfinished. Even now, angels surround you. They are keeping your heart guarded from bitterness. They are clearing paths for blessings. You may not see it, but the atmosphere around you is shifting. Old cycles are closing, new ones are opening. You are stepping into a season where you no longer chase love, you attract it through peace. Remember, I am the God who restores. Not by repeating the past, but by renewing it. I can turn even the ashes of betrayal into the foundation of divine reunion. Nothing is wasted when you place it in my hands. So tonight, when your thoughts wander back to them, do not cry, pray. Do not replay the pain, release it. Say, God, I trust you with their awakening, and I trust you with mine. For that prayer releases miracles. That surrender opens heaven's door. The time will come, my beloved, when the same one who once ran will walk back, not out of guilt, but out of revelation. Their heart will speak the truth their lips once denied. They will tell you, I finally see who you are. And in that moment, you will not need to remind them of their mistakes. Love will already have done its work. You will stand together again, not as victims of the past, but as vessels of purpose. The love that once broke you will become the love that rebuilds both of you. And this time, it will be pure, aligned, and blessed. So do not fear the process. Trust the plan. Every pain, every pause, every silent night, it all serves the divine timeline I have written for your life. The same God who began this story will finish it in glory. Keep your faith steady. Keep your heart soft. And remember, I am not only healing your soulmate's heart. I am preparing both of you for a union that reflects heaven itself. What was lost will be found. What was broken will be rebuilt. What was wept over will be worshipped for. For I am the Lord who restores, and your season of awakening has just begun. God says, my child, the hour is drawing near when the invisible will become visible. The work I have been doing behind the curtain of silence is beginning to take form in the realm you can see. Though your eyes have not yet witnessed the outcome, your spirit can already feel the soft pull of destiny awakening. There is a reason you have been feeling waves of peace followed by tears without warning. It is because your soul knows something sacred is shifting. The connection between you and your soulmate has always been more than emotion, it has been a spiritual covenant, written long before time began. And now, I am calling that covenant to awaken. For many seasons, you have walked through pain and confusion, asking me why love had to hurt this way. You thought the delay was denial. But no, my beloved, it was divine design. The delay was the protection that kept your destiny from being destroyed too soon. There were lessons to be learned, roots to be strengthened, and wounds to be healed. I never wanted you to carry half of a heart into a full promise. That is why I slowed the story down, not because I forgot, but because I was perfecting both of you. My child, your soulmate has been walking through their own valley. The glitter that once blinded them has faded. The thrill they chased has turned to emptiness. The very hands they thought would comfort them now feel cold, and the laughter they shared with another has turned into silence that echoes regret. Do not take delight in their pain, take hope in their awakening. Because every tear they now shed is watering the soil of realization. They are remembering you not just as a person, but as a prayer they once ignored. They are beginning to realize that the connection you shared was not humanly created, it was heaven designed. I have been whispering your name into their dreams. Sometimes, they wake up with a heaviness they cannot explain, that is the weight of unfinished purpose calling them home. They are starting to see the truth of what they lost, not with eyes of guilt, but with eyes of revelation. And I am guiding them to see how the love they dismissed was actually the love they needed to become who they are meant to be. My beloved, this is not punishment, it is preparation. You see, in order for divine alignment to take place, both hearts must walk through the fire of refinement. Gold is purified by heat, love is purified by time. I allowed the fire not to destroy, but to purify. And the same flames that once felt unbearable are now forging something eternal. Now, listen closely, my child, for this is important. You must not interfere with what I am doing. Do not chase. Do not try to control. Do not speak words born from impatience. Let me move. Let me be the voice that calls them back. Because when I bring something together, it stays together. When I ordain a union, no darkness can undo it. But if you step ahead of me, the thread of divine timing could be tangled. So wait in stillness, and trust that the same hands that wrote your story are still holding the pen. Right now, I am teaching your soulmate about truth. Every false connection they leaned on is collapsing. They are discovering that what the world offers cannot fill the space I created for you. They will try to find peace through distractions, but peace will not come. They will hear songs that remind them of you, see faces that resemble yours, and feel a longing that has no name. All these are the echoes of destiny calling them back. But you, my child, are also being prepared. Do you think the strength you have developed was accidental? No. It was the shaping of a heart that will carry divine love without fear. I have been teaching you how to love without losing yourself, how to forgive without reopening old wounds, and how to pray without demanding results. You are becoming the reflection of my peace, and that peace will draw your soulmate home more powerfully than any word ever could. You have learned what many never understand, that love is not about possession, it is about alignment. And now, the alignment is beginning. The threads of your souls are being pulled closer, one whisper, one realization, one prayer at a time. Soon, there will be signs. You will sense their energy shift. You may dream of them more vividly, or feel sudden warmth in your heart when their thoughts turn toward you. Do not doubt those moments, they are not imagination. They are the bridge between two hearts reawakening to divine purpose. And when I decide the time is right, the reunion will not be forced. It will flow. There will be no confusion, no chasing, no begging, only peace. Because where I am present, peace is the evidence. I am preparing the perfect meeting, not one born from loneliness, but from completion. They will approach not with arrogance, but with humility. They will not speak empty promises, they will speak truth that has been birthed from pain, growth, and surrender. And when that moment comes, you will know. Your heart will not panic, it will rest. You will not need to ask, is this real? For my spirit will confirm it within you with peace that passes understanding. But even before that day arrives, I want you to rejoice, not because of what you will receive, but because of what you are becoming. You are no longer the version of yourself who once cried for validation. You are now walking in divine awareness. You know your worth, your calling, your light. And that is why I trust you with love again, because you now love through me. My child, every heartbreak was a lesson wrapped in divine mercy. Every delay was a shield against destruction. Every tear was a seed that will now bloom into blessing. You are stepping into the part of the story where the storm calms, the rainbow appears, and my purpose begins to make sense. Soon, the same voice that once told you, I need space, will whisper, I finally see who you are. But by then, you will no longer wait with desperation, you will wait with peace. For your happiness will no longer depend on their return, it will be anchored in me. And that, my beloved, is when love becomes truly divine. Because love that is rooted in me cannot be shaken by human weakness. It cannot be lost in distance, or destroyed by time. It grows in silence, it matures through surrender, and it shines in perfect alignment. So do not be afraid of this waiting season. The stars themselves move in alignment before dawn breaks. And in the same way, your destiny is aligning, perfectly, quietly, divinely. Trust the rhythm of heaven. Do not rush the sunrise. For when it comes, it will come in glory. I am bringing beauty from the ashes. I am writing a love story that reflects redemption, not regret. And soon, when you look back, you will see that none of this pain was wasted. You will see that I used every broken piece to build something unshakable. So rest, my child. Breathe deeply. You are exactly where you need to be. The storm has served its purpose. The dawn is beginning to rise. And as the light touches your heart, know this: your story is not ending. It is just beginning, in perfect alignment with my divine plan. God says, "My child, the time you have waited for is beginning to unfold." The air around you has started to change, even creation itself is whispering that something sacred is approaching. For a long time, you thought you were waiting for your soulmate to come back, but in truth, I was waiting for your heart to be healed enough to receive what I have always planned for you. You have walked through nights that seemed endless. You cried until your own voice grew tired, and yet you still whispered prayers that only angels heard. But do you see, my beloved, every tear that fell did not touch the ground unseen. I caught them all. I counted them. And now I return them to you as drops of blessing. There is peace rising now, not the fragile peace the world gives, but the peace that comes from heaven's heart. You will begin to feel it in your breathing, in your quiet moments, in the stillness between thoughts. It will not come with noise. It will come like dawn, soft, golden, gentle. And you will know, the storm has truly passed. My child, the one you loved has been walking through the valley of realization. They have faced their own darkness and discovered that no one could stand in the light of your soul. Every face they tried to forget you with turned into a shadow. Every voice they tried to replace yours with faded into silence. For love that is written by me cannot be erased by mistakes, it can only be transformed. Their heart has been speaking your name in quiet places. They have remembered the sound of your laughter, the purity of your care, the way your presence felt like home. And slowly, I have been guiding them back, not through guilt, but through understanding. They are learning what true love is. I do not bring people back together through control, I bring them together through transformation. What is returning to you is not the same person who left, it is a soul that has been reshaped by my mercy. They now carry humility where there was once pride, gratitude where there was once blindness, and reverence where there was once carelessness. But you, my precious child, have also changed. You no longer love from fear, you love from freedom. You no longer beg for attention, you radiate peace. You no longer wait with trembling, you stand in stillness, knowing that my promises never fail. This is why the reunion can finally happen. Because both of you are ready to meet in the light, not in the wound. When they return, it will not be dramatic or loud. It will be sacred. It may begin with a message, a call, a coincidence that only you and heaven will understand. You will feel the moment before it happens, a quiet tug in your spirit, a wave of warmth in your chest, a peace that whispers, "It's time." And when your eyes meet again, it will not be as strangers or victims of the past, but as souls who have survived the fire and learned how to love through it. You will speak slowly. You will listen deeply. The pain of yesterday will no longer sting, it will become wisdom. You will see tears in their eyes, not of sorrow, but of revelation. They will tell you how the distance opened their eyes, how the emptiness taught them the value of what was pure. And you, my child, will forgive not because they deserve it, but because your heart has already healed enough to overflow. You will embrace not to hold on, but to let go of every trace of bitterness that ever lingered. That moment will not just reunite two hearts, it will heal timelines. Generations of hurt, patterns of abandonment, cycles of pain will end in that single breath of forgiveness. For my presence will be there between you, unseen yet undeniable. Do not fear what comes next. You do not need to question whether this peace will last, for I have written this chapter myself. The love you are stepping into will not need proof. It will carry quiet confidence, mutual respect, and holy patience. It will not rush. It will grow. It will breathe. It will mirror my grace. And should you choose to walk together again, know that my hand will be upon that union. This time, you will not walk in insecurity, you will walk in understanding. This time, love will not feel heavy, it will feel like worship. You will both protect each other's peace as you once protected your pain. But if, my beloved, your paths are to move in different directions, fear not, for even then, the reunion served its divine purpose. Sometimes love returns not to stay, but to remind you that healing is complete. Either way, what is ahead of you is not loss, it is liberation. Because the point of all of this was never just to reunite with another soul, it was to reunite with yourself, with me, with the truth of who you are. And now that you have found that truth, I will not allow anyone to take it from you again. You are not who you were when the heartbreak began. You are stronger, wiser, softer, yet unbreakable. The light that shines from within you now carries the fragrance of heaven. You will notice blessings begin to unfold suddenly, doors opening, opportunities appearing, divine favor resting on your life like sunlight. It is because your energy has shifted from fear to faith. You have surrendered completely, and surrender is the highest form of strength. Your soulmate's awakening will mirror yours. They will no longer come to you from need, but from love. They will not seek to take, but to give. They will recognize that loving you is a form of honoring me. This is the new love I have written for you, not a repetition of old wounds, but a reflection of divine wholeness. And my child, even beyond them, I am sending people into your life who will reflect the light of this healed heart. You will attract peace because you carry peace. You will draw truth because you live in truth. Every bond that forms from this moment forward will be pure, balanced, and guided by my Spirit. So lift your head, beloved. The night has passed. The dawn has fully come. You have graduated from the lessons of pain into the realm of purpose. Take a deep breath. The air you are breathing now is not the air of sorrow, it is the air of new beginnings. The heaviness that used to sit on your chest has been lifted. The chains that once held your emotions captive have fallen away. You are free. You are whole. You are ready. And hear me clearly, you are not stepping into the same story again, you are stepping into a divine rewrite. Every part of your journey that was once painful has become sacred. Every wound has turned into wisdom. Every ending was truly an introduction to something eternal. Now, my blessing rests upon you. May your heart know peace that cannot be shaken. May your mind stay clear and gentle. May your path be lit with grace. And may your soulmate, wherever they are, awaken completely to the love that comes from me, the kind that never fades, never fears, never fails. The season of sorrow is over. The chapter of tears is closed. Step into the sunlight, my child, for I am with you, and I am making all things new. You will look back soon and whisper, "It all makes sense now." And heaven will smile, because it always did. God says, "My child, rest now. The winds have calmed. You have carried the weight of love, loss, and waiting with a courage heaven itself has admired. Every night you whispered my name through tears, I was nearer than your breath. Every time your heart ached, I placed my hand upon it. You see now why I asked you to trust me when everything looked broken. The pieces had to fall so the truth could rise. And now, that truth is here. Peace is not something you chase, it is something you become when you finally release control. Your soulmate's journey is in my hands. Let that bring you comfort. What belongs to you will never require begging, forcing, or fear. It will stand on its own because I will sustain it. And what is not meant for you will fade gently, leaving only wisdom behind. You have grown so much, my beloved. Your heart is softer, but it no longer breaks the same way. It bends, it listens, it understands. You are no longer waiting for love to complete you, you are radiating love that completes others. That is how divine maturity feels, steady, quiet, peaceful. From this day forward, walk knowing that my favor surrounds you. Doors will open without struggle. Answers will arrive without panic. Love will return in forms purer than you imagined. If ever you feel lonely again, remember, I have made my home in you. Even when no one speaks your name, heaven still sings it. Even when no one sees your light, I see every flicker. So lift your chin, my child. The story that once brought you pain will soon be the story that brings others hope. You are not behind, you are precisely where destiny has led you. Now go and live, not in fear of the past, but in faith of what's ahead. Let joy find you again. Let laughter heal what silence once held. Let love flow freely, from me, through you, to every soul you touch. I am proud of you. I am with you. And I am blessing you, now, always, and forever.